Have you ever considered that the headlines you read daily might be just a facade, hiding a far deeper narrative? Imagine for a moment that behind these seemingly isolated events lies a carefully woven tapestry, spanning ages and waiting to be revealed. This is not just a series of historical episodes. It is a living story, one that challenges our understanding of time, space, and reality. And the most fascinating part? This story is unfolding before your very eyes, right now. At the center of this intricate enigma lies a unique place, Israel. This small territory holds a significance far beyond its physical borders. Comparable in size to some of the smallest states worldwide, Israel could easily be overlooked, yet its role far surpasses simple geographical considerations. In reality, it serves as a crossroads where past and future converge, a junction where the ordinary takes on an eternal and prophetic dimension. Get ready to explore this fascinating narrative and discover why this small country commands such attention and mystery. When we open newspapers or browse online news, it's easy to think of the reported facts as disconnected fragments of human history. However, on closer inspection, these stories might be clues to a much larger narrative. Political crises, technological breakthroughs, and even natural disasters may fit into a cosmic framework with unseen connections. Are these occurrences truly random, or is there a broader plan in motion? Israel, through its contemporary struggles, exemplifies this complexity. This small nation has become a focal point where debates about national identity, justice, and spirituality intertwine. Why do so many conflicts revolve around this tiny piece of land? Is it mere coincidence, or does it reflect the unfolding of a prophetic story thousands of years in the making? As nations scrutinize Israel, clues to this hidden plan seem to emerge. Ancient prophecies speak of significant transformations that would impact all of humanity, with Israel at the center. Some biblical texts, written in vastly different historical contexts, predicted events eerily similar to those we observe today. Israel's reemergence on the global stage can thus be seen as a thread linking the past to the future. But how can we discern these signs amid the noise of information? It requires adopting a broader perspective, looking beyond immediate appearances, and connecting seemingly unrelated dots. This ability to identify the invisible threads tying current events to ancient narratives might be key to understanding the true meaning of our times. In uncovering these connections, we find that Israel is not just a point on a map but a living symbol of something far greater. It invites us to delve into this mystery, to examine how our own lives fit into this universal tapestry, and to imagine a future where the visible and the invisible converge. Israel is often seen as just another nation, yet closer analysis reveals that it is much more. This small territory, easily overlooked due to its size, holds a disproportionate place in historical, religious, and prophetic narratives. Why does this specific place attract so much global attention? The answer lies in its unique role as a bridge between past, present, and future. Historically, Israel has been the stage for pivotal events, from divine promises to exiles and successive restorations. This cycle of loss and rebirth has shaped its identity. Beyond its history, however, it is Israel's prophetic role that intrigues. Scriptures describe Israel as a central point in a divine plan, a place where earthly history intersects with cosmic purpose. Today, Israel continues to play a major role on the world stage, not because of its economic or military might, but because its existence resonates with ancient promises. Sacred texts written in a world vastly different from ours pinpoint this territory as a hub of spiritual and political influence. Every conflict, breakthrough, or archaeological discovery in Israel adds a new dimension to this story. Prophecies are not merely ancient tales, they come to life before our eyes. What were once considered metaphors are becoming tangible realities, reshaping how we perceive this nation's role. Exploring Israel is thus much more than studying a geographic region. It is diving into a story that links humanity to its origins and its future. By understanding Israel, we begin to discern the broader patterns of a divine design, inviting us to consider our own place within this grand tapestry. The prophecies contained in the Bible have captivated minds across the ages, and their relevance seems to grow stronger as time progresses. Israel stands at the heart of many of these predictions, and its recent history provides fascinating evidence of their realization. One of the most remarkable prophecies is the rebirth of Israel as a nation in 1948, an event that defied all odds. Ancient texts like Isaiah 66 verse 8 speak of the sudden birth of a nation in a single day. What once seemed improbable became a reality, marking a pivotal moment in prophetic history. Other prophecies, such as those in Ezekiel, describe the gathering of the Jewish people from across the world, a phenomenon still unfolding today. Israel is not just reliving its past, it embodies visions of future restoration. The transformation of barren lands into fertile fields, predicted in Isaiah 35 verse 1, illustrates this dynamic. Israel's agricultural innovations, such as its groundbreaking irrigation systems, are often seen as living evidence of biblical promises. However, these prophecies are not solely about Israel. They extend to all of humanity, suggesting that events related to this small nation have universal repercussions. They speak of global peace, justice, and an era of spiritual reconciliation. Delving into these prophecies reveals a message of hope that transcends divisions and conflicts. Israel is more than a nation. It is a constant reminder that history is guided by a higher plan. These prophecies invite us to look beyond appearances and recognize the hand of God in the events of our time. Jerusalem, the heart of Israel, is much more than a city. With its millennia-old history and stones imbued with stories, it stands as a stage for a continuous struggle between human conflict and divine promise. This city has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, wars, and fleeting moments of peace. Yet, despite its modest size, it remains the epicenter of geopolitical, spiritual, and symbolic debates. Why does such a small place provoke so much global emotion and interest? Scriptures identify Jerusalem as a critical point in the divine plan. Zechariah 12 verse 3 portrays it as a heavy stone for nations, symbolizing division and discord. This depiction is validated in today's news, where every decision about its status sparks international tensions. Yet, this very city is prophesied to be a future hub of peace and justice. Isaiah 2 verse 3 envisions, "The law will go out from Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem." This vision starkly contrasts with the struggles defining it today. Every conflict surrounding Jerusalem reinforces its unique role in human history. It is not merely a site of political tensions but also a beacon of hope for millions of believers. It embodies the duality of what is and what could be, a complex past and a promising future. This tension draws those seeking to understand the dynamics between divine promises and earthly realities. Despite divisions, Jerusalem remains a symbol of resilience. Its successive conquests and reconstructions reflect a capacity to rise above adversity. Even today, each stone of this city carries a story, a promise, or an unfulfilled prophecy. These narratives magnify its mystical and spiritual allure, uniting believers and truth-seekers. Jerusalem invites profound reflection. How can such a contested place symbolize both division and universal reconciliation? The answer lies in its unique role in the divine plan. Through its struggles, it teaches lessons of perseverance, faith, and the pursuit of a better future. Israel, despite its small geographic size, occupies a place of outsized significance in international discussions. Its influence extends far beyond its physical borders, becoming a focal point for global leaders, media outlets, and religious communities alike. But why does this small country command such extensive global attention? The answer lies in its unique blend of spiritual and geopolitical relevance. Since its modern establishment in 1948, Israel has been the stage for landmark events that have shaped not only its own history but also that of the broader region and the world. Territorial disputes, peace negotiations, and armed conflicts have all turned this nation into a constant topic of global discourse. For many, these circumstances echo biblical prophecies, which depict Israel as a central focus of international attention in the last days. Ancient texts such as Ezekiel 38 and 39 describe alliances of nations turning against Israel in a prophetic future. Although written in vastly different historical contexts, these writings find unsettling parallels in modern geopolitics. Israel frequently acts as a lightning rod for debates surrounding identity, sovereignty, and justice, issues that transcend traditional political boundaries. Yet the attention Israel garners is not limited to its conflicts. Its contributions to science, technology, and culture further amplify its global significance. This role, seen by some as disproportionate to its size, reflects the idea that this nation is unique not only in its geography but also in its symbolism. Biblical prophecies portray Israel as a key player in unfolding global events, a role it seems to fulfill on the world stage. Ultimately, Israel serves as a mirror for the world. The tensions surrounding it reveal the priorities and divisions of our time. Observing Israel is not just about understanding a nation, but about grappling with the complexities and aspirations of humanity itself. Understanding its geopolitical and spiritual significance is crucial to making sense of the challenges that define our era. The rapid changes unfolding around Israel and the world raise an essential question. How should we prepare spiritually for what is to come? Biblical prophecies are not merely historical accounts but timeless messages calling for awareness, readiness, and action. How do we heed this call in an age filled with distractions and uncertainty? Jesus himself urged his followers to remain watchful. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. Matthew 24 verse 42. This vigilance is not only about anticipating future events but also about living each day with purpose and active faith. It means being attuned to the signs of the times while deepening our understanding of divine intentions. Prayer serves as a powerful spiritual tool in this pursuit. It helps us seek not only inner peace but also intercede for others. Psalm 122 verse 6 encourages us to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, an act that transcends mere words to become a declaration of faith and a reaffirmation of God's promises. These prayers connect the spiritual and the tangible, transforming aspirations into actionable hope. Spiritual preparation also involves seeking knowledge and discernment. Prophecies are not riddles to be solved, but guides to navigating uncertain times. Immersing ourselves in Scripture with open hearts allows us to see connections between current events and divine plans. This perspective provides a sense of clarity and purpose that transcends immediate concerns. Finally, spiritual vigilance is not a solitary endeavor. It calls for building communities of faith where shared encouragement strengthens our ability to face challenges. By living intentionally, praying fervently, and acting boldly, we become instruments in the divine plan, reflecting hope and light in a world often overshadowed by doubt. At the heart of the prophecies and events surrounding Israel lies a central message: hope. While biblical texts describe times of tribulation, they also promise restoration and lasting peace. This hope transcends national boundaries, extending to all humanity. It reminds us that every challenge carries within it an opportunity for renewal. Israel stands as a living testimony to this promise. Despite centuries of exile, persecution, and conflict, the nation continues to thrive and grow. Its history serves as tangible proof of divine faithfulness and transformative power. As Jeremiah 29 verse 11 proclaims, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." These words resonate with anyone seeking meaning amidst trials. The peace foretold in the prophecies is not merely the absence of war, but a profound reconciliation. Isaiah 2 verse 4 envisions a time when weapons will be turned into tools of cultivation, symbolizing a fundamental shift in human priorities. This vision inspires us to work toward a world where justice and compassion prevail. For believers, this hope becomes a driving force. It urges us to act, love, and build a future aligned with divine principles. Every act of kindness and every righteous choice contributes to this broader vision of a restored world. It reminds us that faith is not merely a belief but a call to constant action. Ultimately, the story of Israel and the prophecies surrounding it invite us to embrace this hope and live with intentionality. They demonstrate that despite uncertainties, a higher plan is at work. By participating actively, we become bearers of light, helping to write a story where peace and justice will ultimately prevail.